Hi, I'm Paul Darley, and thanks for tuning into our July issue of Inside Darley. The Fire Apparatus Manufacturers Association just released its report on the statistics for new orders during the first quarter of 2016, and they were really pretty much identical to 2015. The U.S. market was up about 3%, but the Canadian market was off drastically, and the sale of U.S. Vehicles being shipped overseas was down drastically. Certainly a lot of that is due to the strength of the U.S. dollar around the world. And this is at a time when, really North America is seeing more disasters than we've ever seen. You look at the wildfires, whether they're in Alberta, Canada, to the western part of the United States, and really all over the United States, to the raging floods that are taking place in West Virginia and Colorado. And our first attachment here is really with that in mind. It's actually by Craig Goulet. It's 3 different articles. The first is entitled 4 Essential Elements for Planning for a Disaster. And he talks about you've got to put your people first. You've got to communicate during this crisis. Make sure you've got some organizational continuity, and make sure that you're testing and updating your plans constantly. The second attachment in this article in this attachment is actually some quick tips for successfully leading through a crisis. He talks about you've got to accept the reality of what's going on, make sure that you're leading decisively, train and delegate your people, and be flexible, and some great tips there. And then the last article in this first PDF is he talks about the drone market, and in there he says, look, by the year 2025, this is going to be an $82 billion market. So Darley's been involved in drones for over 5 years now and continuing to progress through that. And along those lines, the FAA, our second attachment here, is actually the FAA on June 22nd just came out with a longer-awaited ruling for our municipal customers that really basically it's going to take effect on August 1st. But they said, look, you no longer need a pilot's license in order to fly a UAV or a UAS, unmanned aerial systems, as the government likes to call them. And they now have a new blanket COA, which is a certificate of authorization, or you can fly under Part 107, and the details of that are shown on the attached. So if all of this is too much for you, maybe you can take a little comfort in relaxing with a cocktail. Well, I'm not a big cocktail drinker. This last article is entitled "The 5 Best and Worst Drinks to Order at a Business Dinner," so something that you might get a little kick out of. So thanks for tuning into this issue of Inside Darley. If there's anything we can be doing to support you, we hope you'll reach out to us.